on today's episode with WePiggy of Chainlink Live. Welcome to Chainlink Live. It is DeFi powered by Chainlink. My name is Andy Boyan. I work for Chainlink Labs, and I'm here talking today with Victor from WePiggy. Victor, tell us a little bit about WePiggy. What do you guys do? What makes you special?
Okay, thank you. That's my pleasure. WePiggy is an open source non-custodial crypto asset lending market protocol. In WePiggy's market, users can deposit their crypto assets to earn interest or borrow other crypto assets by paying interest. So compared to other lending protocol, WePiggy has many characteristics. Here I'm going to share with you three of them. First of all, safety is our first priority. The safety is not only for technical issues. Of course, all our smart contracts have been and will be audited by professional security companies before going live. But also for many other conditions like asset evaluation, front-end attack, Oracle attack, user mistakes, and risks from regulators. To help users to deal with all the trouble, we launched an enhanced security solution. We call it Arc Operation. Yes, obviously it's a name from Noah's Ark, from Bible. Yep. So secondly, we have paid great attention to governance since the first day we went online. We have designed a scientific governance framework, set down the values of the community, governance process, governance iteration notes, and the corresponding basic principles in the early stage of WePiggy. Yes, you should. Yes, we learned a lot from the MakerDAO. They do a lot of things, and actually, we like the style. We want a scientific type, so we just don't need everyone write a lot of words in foreign, but no enough, no not too much useful message. So we should do something like MakerDAO. So by laying a good foundation, the follow-up governance work can be justified and has a soul. And that is what our thinking about the governance. Thirdly, WePiggy is a protocol dedicated to multi-chain lending and provide users with a full range of service. From Ethereum mainnet, WePiggy has successfully launched on OEC, BSC, Polygon, HECO, Arbitrum, Optimism, and Moonriver. Totally 8 networks in this year. I think that's three of our protocol. I think that's just do some simple introduction.
When I first started to learn about WePiggy, I went to the front page, and it has all these blockchains listed, and you can flip between them, with your MetaMask, and that's really impressive. Because we talk about multi-chain. There's a lot of challenges in making sure your protocol works for each different blockchain. It's the same for wallets, right? If you go to a dApp and they have support for 10 wallets, that dev team has worked so hard for that. Wallet support is very hard. It's just expanding your product to be available for more people in one way. So it's important for many projects. I do see your comments in here, folks, as well. David, I got some Marines in here watching to get up, and this ain't a Zoom. I want to tell you, we're live right now. I see your comments. More people have come in. Welcome, everybody. I'm talking to Victor from WePiggy. My name's Andy from Chainlink Labs. Bebe, I see your question as well. It's a good security question. We'll get to that one later as well. But first, on this idea of cross-chain and multi-chain, this has been a topic I've been very interested in lately. 8 blockchains or layer twos. That's a tremendous amount. Why this strategy? There's multiple different strategies when a product launches, and why multi-chain? Why is that important to WePiggy?
The multi-chain deployment plan is our core strategies. Core strategy. During the process, we can get traffic support from the different communities, gain greater influence, user base, and capital scale, and increase VPG's reputation and brand value. Actually, someone may say the general lending protocol based on compound mode itself does not have many technical barriers. Yes, if they don't change any, I mean, they don't change even one line of compounds code, maybe they are right, but it cannot last long as more and more logics will be added in. The barrier becomes much higher. Like us, we have eight, and we are going to do a lot of things like question or everything. That is also compounds. They just give you a smart contrast. There's a lot of front end works, and a lot of risk control works to do, and liquidators, and a lot of things. So and so it's important. The important thing is the brand and the community are difficult to replicate. So that is why we need more users. We need to reach more users. That is very important for this part. In other words, brand value and trust will make running a lending protocol more and more difficult. Even WePiggy is a project guided by long-term mission. If we miss the good timing, the loss is incalculable. Therefore, we must expand to so many networks repeatedly at this stage, 8 for now, and 5 more in the schedule. Actually, we already have a plan for 5 more. So and that is for the multi-chain deployment. what we are doing. Fortunately, for now, we at least did not miss it. We don't miss the timing. And here we would thank all of our users for their company during this year, which has allowed us to build up our brand and to prove ourselves with time. So it's also important for the time. You will have experience, and users can know, they know us. We be running for over 1 year, no accident. We do I think little good. Okay, so I think that is what I mean. Yeah.
The users they're here. People are very interested in this airdrop. People have been participating for a long time as well. So it looks like that is in the works, and we probably won't get into the details. We may save that for your Telegram chats and info. Yeah. But clearly that's on the roadmap for you. In being across so many blockchains, trying to get different users, have you noticed, are the users different across different blockchains? Well, I use different blockchains for different reasons, but like I'm on multiple chains. But I've also heard that some people, like, they'll get on one, like they're newer to crypto in general or DeFi, and so they'll stay on one and only be on there for small amounts or things like that. So are you noticing differences across users and how you need to develop the product for them?
Yeah, well, I think I mean some of them, some of the users they are same, and some of them not. Some users only care about making money, so they will use the old chains. They get news fast, then fast. Don't need much help and guide. But some users get message from the influencers and the media. Therefore, the public chains influence in different regions determine where its users come from. For the public chain themselves, of course, they hope to serve as many global users as possible. But based on their influence, the reality is they are often more users in some regions and few of or almost no users in other regions. So regarding the user experience, I mean the technical part, I think I can share something with you also. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, true layer two network like Optimism and Arbitrum are still being optimized, but at present the cost is still high compared with the public chain which are using side chain solutions. This will seriously affect the user acquisition, but of the technique mature, the true layer 2 network will be more popular with the majority of users in the future, I think. And I think the section solution are transitional. At this moment, although they are slightly less secure and decentralized, their user experience is quite good in the early stage, and they can serve their existing users quickly, like BSCA, HECO, and OEC. They can serve their users immediately. They don't they just quick.
Mm-hmm.
But there is also a concern with the sidechain solution when the user's value and the transaction value become larger will make it hard to afford. Made the same problem of Ethereum. From my personal experience, BSC is now becoming more expensive and congested, but I don't think that is a big trouble. It just proves they are now on the right way, and
Mm-hmm.
they will start to deal with this and push the development of the whole crypto industry. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that is my opinion.
There are some core, I mean, limits with the EVM,
Yeah, yeah,
how the computing interface on top of the blockchains that
yeah.
is the slow. It has some bottlenecks in it, and there are some solutions to that. And faster consensus helps, and bigger blocks helps. But there are some
Mm,
fundamental limits as well.
yeah.
But then, of course, if you're a new blockchain or a newer blockchain, a
Yeah,
side
yeah,
chain, if you
yeah,
don't do EVM, there's a whole
yeah,
different challenge, right?
yeah,
Where you don't get developers, and so
yeah,
there's this
yeah,
balance right now. And I
yeah, yeah.
agree. I
EVM.
think we're still working towards solving that, but at the
Yeah.
same time, there's different places for different users, and
Mhm,
so that's really interesting
mhm,
to see. And I think places like WePiggy, especially because you're on so many blockchains, is a
mhm,
really interesting place to learn about where users are adopting, what they
mhm,
care about, from what regions as well, like you mentioned. I think that there's a lot of really valuable information in your community.
mhm.
WePiggy has integrated Chainlink. We had an announcement a little while ago that you use Chainlink price feeds. Can you talk a little bit about how do you use Chainlink in WePiggy?
Okay, I think it's simple. Integrating the most security and reliable DeFi infrastructure to optimize the operation of WePiggy lending protocol has always been an important goal for us. One of the critical pieces of WePiggy's success is a good praise oracles. Uh, so by integrating Chainlink, the industry-leading decentralized oracle network, WePiggy has access to high-quality, temper-proof price feeds, which are needed to price crypto assets in our lending market. When the protocol is issuing loans and checking collateralization. This will provide our user with strong assurance that their collateral assets will consistently track global markets and won't be affected by price manipulation. Uh, Technique ensures that VPG always ensure loans at an accurate market price and keep the protocol over collateralized. So that is
So
very important for us.
some users
Mhm,
will come up, or people will come up to me when
mhm,
when I see them at events and ask about what makes
mhm,
Chainlink different. And there's a number of differences, but one of the main ones is when you get a price into a
yeah,
DApp, it's not
mhm,
just a market price; it is an aggregate market price.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
there
mhm,
are actually hundreds of
yeah,
prices
yes,
that are
yes,
aggregated through
mhm,
via dozens of nodes to come
mhm,
to one price that is then submitted on chain, and that
mhm,
adapt WePiggy in this case calls to get their pricing for lending rates, for collateralization rates, for all the things that kind of underpin that DeFi system. Yeah, JC knows. He's in the comments. You don't use Chainlink oracles, you're going to have a bad time. So this actually addresses Bebe's comment a little earlier. There's many different hacks and exploits that can happen in DeFi, but a flash loan attack and some of these price oracle exploits, Chainlink is really strong against these, and you don't want to change the prices. You don't want somebody to manipulate your prices. That's one of the worst things that could happen in there. It looks like WePiggy integrates Chainlink and goes live on a blockchain wherever Chainlink oracles are live. Pretty much anywhere Chainlink price feeds are available, WePiggy seems to go. Does this impact your plans when you consider adding another chain, when you're looking to other chains? How do you think about integrating another chain, and how does Chainlink play into a role?
Okay, so yes, for our list, all our listed assets, as long as Chainlink provides price feeds service, we will choose to use Chainlink's price feed first. So the impact is huge for us on adding a new chain or adding a new asset. WePiggy regards Chainlink as the primary Oracle network provider because of the mutual trust between Chainlink and WePiggy. Actually, we regularly share the development progress of each other's projects so that we can match Chainlink's pace as much as possible. And we find that we are very much in line with Chainlink's pace because we both have high standard of chain selection, clear SOP, and strict risk control. The priority of cooperation partners are similar. So unless when we want to launch a certain chain or certain assets and the Chainlink cannot provide service in the short term, so we will consider to use other third-party price feed service, but usually not. Finally, what I must say is even we trust Chainlink, but for the safety of users' funds, to avoid any failure, WePiggy's price feed system also includes a pre-warning system. It will give feedback on abnormal situation to the risk control team so that we can make timely judgments based on change in the market environment to minimize the loss of users' assets in extreme environment. Actually, that is what we are doing. And I think, as you said, there's a lot of hackers in DeFi. You know, many people, I mean, many projects they don't choose Chainlink. Even compounds get some problem before they use Chainlink. So we trust Chainlink a lot. So, but we also have our own solution. Actually, we have a lot of technical reserves. Like we before we have done like CX and tests before, so we have a lot of experience. We know how to aggregator the works and how to make the price much strong, cannot be manipulated. So
well, and even if it's not manipulated, this is crypto, and sometimes the prices are just volatile, and you still want to alert your users, hey, the prices are going down fast. Be careful, you are in danger of liquidation, right? Because you want to give people a good experience, and liquidations are a part of DeFi, like that's part of collateralization and risk. But you do want to give people as much informed consent, right, knowledge about that as possible. That's just part of transparency there. Hey everybody, I just want to give you a reminder. My name is Andy Boyan from Chainlink Labs. I'm talking to Victor from WePiggy, very large DeFi protocol that's integrated Chainlink across 8 different blockchains, Ethereum and HECO and BSC and a whole bunch more, Optimism and Arbitrum, layer 2s as well. And so we've been talking a lot about multi-chain and cross-chain strategy. Victor, I wanted to pick your brain. I wanted to get your thoughts on this. Some projects find they get really deep connection with a community on a single chain, but others like you, like WePiggy, seem to find success across many different chains. If you're a new DApp, how do you think your strategy would differ if you're going to come out and you want to go multi-chain eventually, but should you start on one or should you start on three, or what are your thoughts there around for new projects when they launch for developers?
So I believe that every project team should start from the BP stage. I mean the business plan stage, to think about its own positioning. What kind of users needs they want to meet? What kind of users needs they want to meet? Based on this, choose which chain to start from, and then how to scale their users, how to achieve growth in the future, and where. So on the other hand, a project team should understand their team's advantages, market resource. Marketing resource. Maybe a technical team may not have a lot. They should ask for the VC or some media for marketing resource, and the market sentiment, and plan their own roadmap. This will enable them to leverage their strengths, make good use of the funds that the market can provide, respond to the market's voice, and finally strengthen their team and achieve success. For in WePiggy's case, we are lending protocol, and there are already some projects in the market before us which are focusing on the Ethereum ecosystem, like Compound, Ethereum, everything. So obviously, we have to work hard on people that they cannot reach or they don't want to reach. So multi-chain development plan is clearly a viable option for us. So at that moment, 1 year before, maybe 0 months before, we know that we will start this plan. So of course, with the most important reason for us to choose the multi-chain development plan is the rising gas cost of Ethereum will inevitably cause more and more new public chain and new networks solution to come out. In this way, there will be a large number of users that cannot be served by the Ethereum mainnet. That's our judgment. So we regard the multi-chain deployment plan as one of our core strategy, which is surround the cities from countryside in DeFi field. There is a policy from Mao.
I don't know that policy, but it makes sense, right? You've got a city, Ethereum may be like the largest, and now around there, the sort of suburbs are growing, maybe BSC and Polygon, some of the larger ones, and then rural. But you're seeding users, you're seeding liquidity, and providing products further out that help those cities grow.
Yeah, and the key point is how to use our tokenomics to guide the users finally go back to Ethereum. That is key point, and so that is our strategy part, and we will do something. And the users will see in the future. Through this strategy, the project can reach more users and expand our brand influence. When WePiggy becomes a key infrastructures for a large number of high quality public chain layer 2 networks, we will also realize the transformation from the lending protocol to the lending network. And the influence of our brand and the scale of our community will be our mouth and help us achieve our goals. So that's something I can share with the newbies, and just at WePiggy as an example. So I think you can understand. Okay.
That's fascinating. I think it's really
Yeah.
fascinating, and we're in a really interesting time right now when it
Yeah.
comes to multi-chain, where
Mm-hmm.
we're still as an industry figuring out what do
Mm-hmm.
users care about, how many can we support. We're in almost a dozen now. Is it
Mm-hmm.
dozens? Is it hundreds? Maybe is it
Mm-hmm.
thousands? Is it two? And we have to go back and forth. We don't know yet as an industry,
Yep.
and
Yep.
so experimenting with that and figuring that out is very, very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have a question before we're going to wrap up soon because we're getting near time. But
Mm-hmm.
the name
Mm-hmm.
WePiggy, is this about a piggy bank? Is that the idea?
Yeah, actually, WePiggy. Firstly, we think it's via piggy bank or our piggy bank. Because
Okay,
in the world everywhere we know the piggy bank. What is piggy bank? Very easy to understand. We are bank.
that was my question.
Yeah,
Does that translate? Is it the same? Does
yeah,
everybody use a pig for a piggy bank
yeah,
or have that mindset?
yeah. You just
Okay,
put that coin in the piggy
okay.
bank. Yeah.
That's global, and you guys are
Mm,
clearly a global chain, global community, global blockchains.
mm.
Fascinating. I think I might still have a piggy bank. We might have broken it a little while ago. We'll see. Anyways, um, as we wrap up here, let us know what's coming up for WePiggy on the roadmap, maybe in the next quarter or so, or maybe even longer. What do you guys have plans? It seems like you're very ambitious, and so I'm very curious what you're planning, Victor.
Actually, WePig's roadmap can be roughly divided into four stages. The first stage is general bank. Actually, we have completed almost like 80% of the first stage, and the second stage is cross-chain branch. So we are doing now, and we focusing on this stage. The third stage is private bank. We will provide a lot of tools to users,
Hmm.
like similar yield aggregator like something else.
Like a
And
managed fund.
yeah.
Mhm.
So for the fourth stage is investment bank. Maybe I can little introduce maybe just give you a sample like Coinlist or this is CS tab and I mean centralized tab
Mhm.
and maybe some others like Cake they have IF or something that they have a decentralized tab. So we will do something say DeFi or DeFi. We don't have a clear plan, but we will gonna do after we uh, move to the move to maybe next year or or next 2 years. We will do start to consider how to achieve this.
Mhm.
At present, we focus on the question, as I said, after the WPG, I mean the WPG Con WPC is open for claim. The co-development team will continue to focus on the expansion and the iteration of the lending protocol and strengthen the business. We plan to start building and incubating more lending protocol with technology stacks such as Rust, and we are also do something research, and my colleague almost read a lot, maybe half or 70% of the new style. So
Mhm.
and enter Solana, Polkadot, and Ethereum 2.0. And also the anti-vulnerability of the protocol is something we have been hoping to improve. So we will we will promote WPG to move forward a serverless and Web3 based protocol and bring in the form of DAO to deal with various extreme situation. You know, you use DAO to discuss a lot of things and deal with
Mhm.
a lot of things. This include a number of improvements such as decentralized domain name, storage oracles, APIs, notifications, and full on-chain uh, governance. After the cross-chain infrastructure has matured, WePiggy will evolve from a multi-chain deployed lending protocol to a cross-chain interoperable lending network. As I said, lending network, not just lending protocol. So this is our plan. Yeah.
I'm really excited to learn about that, and I think once we learn more about how these networks are going to interoperate, where those bridges lie. Chainlink is working on a bridge protocol solution as well with CCIP. Then we'll see more of these lending networks. And so, Victor, when we get to that phase, let's touch base again, and maybe I can have you back on, maybe have you on a panel, and we'll learn how you guys plan to collateralize cross-chain. I think there's some really interesting stuff there, especially across all these different networks, maybe global regions as well. But it's been amazing having you on and learning a lot more about WePiggy. Thank you for the questions from the community and for showing up. Share this one, because this is early in the States. And so if you're in the States, you're a Marine, share this around as well. We'll give it a retweet a little bit later this morning and make sure that people have a chance to see it. Victor, where does your community mostly hang out? Like, where can people find you if they want to join? Are you mostly Telegram or website, or what's the best place?
Of course, you can visit our website, WePiggy.com. So at the bottom of our website, we have Discord and WeChat, and Twitter and Telegram, everything. So you can just visit our website, WePiggy.com. So
that is down below in the description. Links to a couple other things as well, but you can find WePiggy down there, and please go check those out. Victor, it has been awesome to meet you and awesome to get to know you. Thank you for coming on. I'll talk to you again another time.
Okay, thank you.
Hey everybody, I want to talk to you for just a minute. Thank you, Victor, again. That was really great learning about WePiggy. And thank you to the community for being here. My name is Andy from Chainlink Labs, and we do these a couple a week. I was going to have 2 this week, but we had to drop one due to rescheduling. So this week we only have one, but you can check out my back catalog. Man, we got a bunch of these AMAs with cool DeFi projects, cool NFT projects, all sorts of stuff. Next week we have a really big NFT a project that is a very popular musical community. I don't know if they're announced with us yet, so I can't say who it is yet, but they will probably announce today, and then we'll do an AMA with them coming up soon. So I'm pretty excited for that one. And we're going to do a bunch more panels and things like that as well. We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So because of all that stuff, like and subscribe. Like this video so other people can see it, and subscribe so that you can get notifications when these things come up. If you want to follow a Twitter account that lets you know about when these are, smart_contract. That's kind of the Chainlink Labs brand. We do announcements on these events, all sorts of other events. So be sure to follow that. You can follow at Chainlink, of course, for official updates on product and other sorts of big ecosystem developments. And then, hey, JC, I see you. Thank you. You can follow me. I'm at Andy Boyan on Twitter, and I tweet about these sometimes, and I tweet about Chainlink because I'm a Chainlink fanboy, like many of you. Fanboy and Chainlink Labs employee, but still fanboy nonetheless. So feel free to follow me if you want the occasional dad joke in your feed. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your questions. Share this with your friends. I'm going to get to the right thing that I got to get to. Here's my animation so I can do an outro properly. Okay. One more thing, since I have a few of you here. Later today, 4 p.m. every day this week, we are doing a holiday crypto coding end of year wrap up. It's me and my boy Patrick Collins from Patrick at Alpha C, who's a DevRel extraordinaire, and we're going to get guest developers coming on as well. And we're going to chat about coding. We're going to have a little bit of eggnog, and we're going to maybe even sing a Christmas carol. Who knows if we do that? We're just going to do a year-end wrap-up of Chainlink developments and Web3 developments and all this sort of stuff. So come check that out. That's 4 p.m. on this YouTube channel every day this week. The 5 days of Chainlink Christmas, maybe we'll call it. Who knows? Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. This has been Chainlink, powered by Chainlink series.